Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hope you are doing well. Hope all of you are fine. I formally welcome all of you to this Facebook group, specially created by me for branding. Um, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, any time of the day where you are. I thank you for your patience, for the time I'm making my first recording. The delay was caused for some technical reasons. I had to get myself ready. I have to get the necessary equipment to do something nice because I love to produce. I'm a technical freak. I like to do things the proper way. So I welcome you all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You've all, I really want to thank you. You've all registered your interest to learn more. We're all here to learn. I'm here to give you a bit of my knowledge in the business world. I've been in business for many years. My background, actually, if you want to know, I'm a banker by profession. I'm a chartered banker. That will tell you I worked in the bank, many banks at least 3 banks in Nigeria, in Europe. I graduated in banking and finance. And my family, during this period, I've also been in business. So I'm here to give you for free part what I've learned over the years, practical experience on how we're able to get to where we are now. As you all know, I think I gave some of us an assignment on that group to read a book there about the story of the Fumi Air brand. The Fumi Air brand. I don't know whether any of you went through it. It's just to give you an insight of, just to show you that what I'm about telling you is what I've put into practice. And it worked. It didn't happen overnight. It never happened overnight. It took time. So I won't bog you down into many technical language, the common language you have to understand. Now, this is branding. What is branding? What do we mean by brand? In the first place, remember this: you are a brand. If you remember this word, it will help you. You are a brand. Last world population is the world has got 7.5 million people. Rough estimate 2019 world population 7.5 million people. Both male, female, and children inclusive. But do you know that in these 7.5 million people, globally, we are not the same? You have your own DNA. Everyone is unique. That makes you a brand. You are a brand. So that's the first thing I want to tell you. Number one, you are a brand. You are different from, you are a human being, you are a lady, you are a man, but you are different from X, Y, Z. Even you are different from your parents. You are different from your sisters, brothers. You are unique because you have your own DNA. That is it. You are a brand. That will help us as a base point. Then when we are talking about branding in the user, one, I have to tell you that to become a brand takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. In our own case, it took us about 20 years of dedicated research. 20, 25 years. We are now 40 years plus to become a global brand. If you want to try us out, just Google the name Funmi Air on your Google and you'll just see it pump up. Then how can this Nigerian business be known globally, known in China, known in US, known in Nigeria, known all over the world? How did it happen? That is the power of branding. Amen. So, oh, sorry, I put amen. Yeah, that's me. Then what is branding? What is branding? I can just put it simply. Branding is the marketing practice of creating a name. Remember this word, a name, symbol or design that identifies and differentiates a product from other products. Keyword there, a name, symbol, design, identifies, differentiates. But what exactly is brand? What am I talking about? Simply put it, your branding is you. You are a brand. Your product is you. Then two, your branding is your promise to your customers. It tells them what they can expect from your products and services, and it differentiates your offering from that of your competitors. Your brand is derived from who you are, who you want to be, and who people perceive you to be. So that is what your branding is you. That is you putting your personality on your business or your service. Look around you, even look at the churches. Look at that. Many churches apply this principle. Many churches are brands. I visit the Redeemed Christian Church of God, the Catholic Church, the Christ Embassy, Winners Chapel. If you look at them, they are applying business concept into ministry. They're all churches, they all read the Bible, but each one is unique. If you go to Redeemed, what they sell you is different from what the way the packaging is different from Winners Chapel, from Christ Embassy. Is the same principle. So any business can be branded. Any business can be. It makes you different. It makes you carve your own market. It makes you carve your own niche. People know you for whom you are. For example, if you go to a place you want to buy goods, why do you, for example, you go to a shelf you want to, why do you go and buy certain milk? Let's say you are going to buy milk. Why do you prefer some? That will tell you that most of us buy names. And it took time for that name to be developed. That is the brand. That's the power of the brand. Sometimes you go to a shop. Why do people travel miles to come and buy Louis Vuitton? They're all bags, but some people just they are buying that name. The name built over years, and that name remains quality. Then why is branding important? I've given you a brief for you to see. Then why do you say it is important? What am I talking about? In the first place, not all businesses can be branded. Before you can say you brand a product, first, it must have originality from you. You must have the power, you must have control over all processes. That is from raw material selection to finished product. For example, you can't buy a ready-made shirt and give it a brand. No. You have to get the material and give it your own style, your own make, your vision, What I'm saying, you must originate, you must be the original manufacturer of that product for you to have the license or say you have a brand. For example, Mercedes Benz is a brand, Rolls Royce is a brand. They're all cars, but each one is a brand with its own market. Toyota is a brand. Why do people buy Toyota and not the other car? Because it's a brand. That means the manufacturers had control from the beginning to the end. For you to say you are branding something, it's not just copy and paste. You must have total control. In our own case, we have total control from picking selection of the product globally to manufacturing and processing. So we give it a mark, we stand by it. That is it. Number 2, let us go for the why is branding important? Why is it important? I'll make this first part a short one. Why is it important? There is value in branding. There's value. In case you don't know, once you get to the point where your product is known and it becomes global, it has a name, there's a value, financial value in that name. In accounting, we call it intrinsic value and both strategic value. I'll give you an example. Coca-Cola, for example, market value of Coca-Cola today is $175 billion. But that name Coca-Cola, the brand, is 75 billion. 75 billion. That means Coca-Cola can sell that name alone for 75 billion. You have to pay them 75 billion to take that name off them. Why? Because they've developed that brand over many years. It become a global entity. There's no country in the world you don't touch Coca-Cola. Look at it. Say Dangote cement. Dangote is a brand. What do you know Dangote for? What do you know? Look around you. So from today, as you go around, open your eyes and ask questions. Why do I go for this and not that? That is the pull of the brand. And in your balance sheet, what we call branding is an invisible asset. It's an asset you can't touch, but it has value. So your business, if you're able to develop a brand, even by the time you are selling it, you can just tell the person that, look, I have a name. So your brand is your name. You have to work on it. Again, a strong brand creates customer loyalty that increases the value of a weak and growth investor. Brand creates customer loyalty. There are some customers here will not buy any other thing except it is branded. For example, there are certain cars I will not ride at this stage. I love Mercedes Benz. For example, another one is, let us say even the food market. There are a lot of fast food markets there. You have KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You have McDonald's. You have Burger King. You have Nando's. They're all in the fast food market. So if you want the best fried chicken, you go to KFC. They've developed that brand from beginning to end. So that's the power of branding. It attracts customer loyalty. And branding is recession proof. When you are a known brand, people will come for you. You attract customers. The brand sells itself. So I've been able to tell you, give you the insight into the power of branding. Let me see what I can do. Then you were asking, how did we start all this? How did we get to this level? In the first place is you have to start with passion. What do you love doing? What will you do even when money is not there? When you wake up, what part of your business do you think about? Are you ready to pour 24 hours in that business? Are you ready to continuously do research? Branding is about giving your customer the best. Yes, you can't please everyone, but at any point giving them the best. So branding comes with a lot of responsibility. One, branding, because it's your name, you will do everything possible to protect that name, and that is integrity. That is integrity. That is why you can go to places and buy certain products and know that yes, there's integrity in this product. 4 questions you have to ask yourself. Why do you exist? You have to know the why. 2, what differentiates you? What problem do you solve? Why should people care? In the any industry, there are a lot of people there just go and buy, they go to China, order there and sell. That is good. It's a good business. But many of them don't know the why they are in that business. So when they go through problems, they drop. They just switch over. You have to be consistent. What differentiates your product? If you're a tailor, or you are a makeup artist, or you are a farmer, or you are a builder, what differentiates you from other builders? What is your own style you bring into that your work? You will see branding is not logo. Yes, you can develop a logo for your business. The next one I'll go into the processes you go through. In this one, I just want to implant in your branding is not logo. You can have a beautiful logo and nobody will have interest in your product. There are a lot of beautiful logos there. Logo means nothing. Then your vision. What problem are you solving? Then what differentiates you from the other person? What differentiates your product from the other person? What products or service you offer to your customers? What is that product? Is it unique? What differentiates you from other competition? Why? The reason you are passionate and why you exist. So you have to know what, how, and why. You have to answer these key questions before you decide to call yourself a brand. I want to make this video very short. So with this, I'll say this is just my introduction to branding. This is part 1. If you have any questions, please post it under this video. Any questions at all or what steps you are going to take, I'll deal with that. It will be about 3-part training. Furthermore, if you have any aspect of your business you don't understand, you are free to ask. We're in this group to make ourselves better. The world there is very competitive, so I wish you best of luck in that business. Keep safe, keep alive, and keep healthy. See you next time. Thank you very much for listening.